Ahem. There has been this website, Hunger Games Simulator, where essentially simulates the Hunger Games. I put a couple characters, Satoru, Miss Circle, Princess Alice, John Doe, Jason, and Princess Alice. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Satoru snapped Miss Circle's neck. Did not even get a fucking moment of peace. Jason Voorhees clutches a first aid kit and runs away. John Doe retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Princess Alice and Abbie. Princess Alice kills Abbie with a sickle. Damn. In literally every alternate universe, Abbie dies, even in the Hunger Games. Jane Doe finds a canteen full of water. Jane Doe receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Satoru injures himself. John Doe runs away from Jason Voorhees. Princess Alice tries to sleep through the entire day. Jane Doe falls into a pit and dies. Oh. Jason Voorhees spears Satoru in the abdomen. Oh shit. Princess Alice questions their sanity. Well, you are a demon. John Doe dies from first. Ah. Guess they shall all be meeting in the afterlife. Abbie has died, Miss Circle has died, Satoru has died, John Doe has died, and Jane Doe. Jason Voorhees cannot. Oh! Princess Alice constructs a shack. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Yay! Oof, I should really... Alright, now that we see what happens with minimal characters, let's see what happens to the ad. Miss Thavel... Miss Thavel... Lana... and Miss Bloomy. Huh. Throw in Claire, Fen, and Aiden. Yeah. No, Fen and Aiden. Bloodbath between Claire and Jason Voorhees. Claire kills Jason Voorhees with a hatchet. Jason Voorhees. He can kill the strongest sorcerer of today, but he can't kill a fucking child. Great. Fen, John Doe, and Abbie. Fen, John Doe, and Abbie work together to get as many supplies as possible. Satoru and Aiden. Satoru strangles Aiden after engaging in a fistfight. Lana and Miss Thavel. Lana severely injures Miss Thavel and leaves them to die. Princess Alice and Jane Doe. Princess Alice breaks Jane Doe's nose for a basket of bread. Miss Thavel finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Miss Bloomy runs away from the cornucopia. Jane Doe searches for firewood. Lana tries to spearfish with a trident. Fen makes a wooden spear. John Doe, Princess Alice, and Miss Bloomy. John Doe attacks Princess Alice, but Miss Bloomy protects them, killing John Doe. Well, shit. Claire dies trying to escape the arena. Now, Abbie receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Satoru tries to spearfish with a trident. Miss Circle falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Girl, you're 9 feet tall. How the fuck do you drown at that height? You have to be real bad at fucking swimming. Fen tends to their wounds. Abbie receives more medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Well, damn. It's a fundamental paper education, fam, trying to keep them alive. Jane Doe throws a knife into Miss Bloomy's head. Well, that's revenge for Miss Bloomy killing her husband. Lana quietly hums. Princess Alice cooks their food before putting their fire out. Gojo Satoru receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Savile, Aiden, Jason Voorhees, John Doe, Miss Circle, Claire, and Miss Bloomy. Jane Doe receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Gojo Satoru receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Fen dies from hypothermia. Lana dies from an infection. Abbie questions her sanity. Princess Alice receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Jane Doe shoots a poisonous blow dart into Abbie's neck, slowly killing them. Abbie cannot catch a break. Gojo Satoru thinks about winning. Princess Alice attends to their wounds. Poor Abbie. Princess Alice, Jane Doe, and Gojo Satoru hunt for other tributes. The girlies and Gojo Satoru. Princess Alice ambushes Jane Doe and kills them. Gojo Satoru receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Jane Doe. Feast. Oh. Princess Alice bashes Gojo Satoru's head against a rock several times. Ah. Well, obviously we need more characters. Who do we add? Chance. Shedletsky. Two Time. And 1X. And Noob and Guest 666. Noob. Guest 666. Who else better to add than Ryomen Sukuna? What do you mean it's spelled incorrectly? Bloodbath between Lana, Shedletsky, and Princess Alice, Miss Circle. Lana, Shedletsky, Princess Alice, and Miss Circle share everything they gathered before running. Miss Savile gathers as much food as they can. Two Time finds bows, some arrows, and a quiver. Ryomen Sukuna runs away with a lighter and some rope. Chance, Gojo Satoru, 1X, and Noob. Chance, Gojo Satoru, 1X, and Noob form a suicide pact. Oh. I mean, Chance is the only one I can see this being canon. Aiden repeatedly stabs Miss Bloomy to death with scythes. Don't know what the fuck that is. John Doe, Abbie, Jason Voorhees, and Jane Doe. John Doe, Abbie, Jason Voorhees, and Jane Doe share everything they gathered before running. Claire runs away with a lighter and some rope. Fen, Guest 666. Fen sets an explosive off, killing Guest 666. Damn. Guest Fen can only be the large hunter animal. Ryomen Sukuna shoots an arrow into Jason Voorhees' head. Princess Alice receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. John Doe makes a wooden spear. Miss Circle travels the higher ground. Claire chases Lana. Two Time tends to Fen's wounds. Abbie thinks about home. Miss Savile practices her archery. Aiden goes hunting. Shaletsky runs away from Jane Doe. Aiden screams for help. Lana falls into a frozen lake and drowns, then dies from an infection. Abby, Jane Doe, and Princess Alice discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Shaletsky, Miss Circle, Miss Stavel, John Doe, and Claire sleep in shifts. Damn. Two-Time is awoken by nightmares. Ryoma and Sukuna goes to sleep. Damn. Shaletsky receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Claire is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Miss Circle and Ryoma and Sukuna. Miss Circle diverts Ryoma and Sukuna's attention and runs away. Jane Doe searches for a water source. Abby severely injures Two-Time and leaves them to die. Damn. Even 2 lives cannot save Two-Time from a small child. John Doe discovers a cave. Princess Alice, Aiden, and Miss Stavel start fighting, but Aiden runs away as Princess Alice kills Miss Stavel. Princess Alice starts a fire. Aiden tends to Ryoma and Sukuna's wounds. John Doe begs for Abby to kill them. They reluctantly oblige, killing John Doe. Damn. Hold up, Abby could actually live? Let's go. Shaletsky, Miss Circle, and Jane Doe get into a fight. Jane Doe triumphantly kills them both. Damn. Claire receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ryoma and Sukuna kills Jane Doe in the sickle. Damn. They go into heaven together, I guess. Princess Alice and Abby. Princess Alice strangles Abby after engaging in fist fight. No! Claire severely injures Aiden but puts them out of their misery. Princess Alice accidentally steps on a landmine. Claire makes a wooden spear. Ryoma and Sukuna is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Claire convinces... Claire and Ryoma and Sukuna are cuddling. Why ain't that a cursed image? Aiden and Jane Doe happy. No, my boy, Abby. Claire discovers a cave. Ryoma and Sukuna receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Claire and Ryoma and Sukuna. Claire shoots an arrow into Ryoma and Sukuna's head. Damn. The cuddle session was that bad, apparently. Ryoma and Sukuna has died. The winner is Claire. More people. Ahem. Oliver. Oliver. Edward. Zip. Riley. Robbie. And Ruby. Alright. Princess Alice grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Gojo Satoru takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Jason Voorhees falls into a pit and dies. Well, we always have the next Friday the 13th. Oliver shoots a poisonous blow dart into Jane Doe's neck, slowly killing him. Yeah. Those are the 2 people I bet on winning. Oliver? Well, yeah. Oliver and Abby. Ryoma and Sukuna finds a canteen full of water. They circle on it, Abby and Miss Bloomy. They share everything they gathered before running. Miss Savile grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. John Doe finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Ruby grabs a shovel. 1X scares Fen away from the cornucopia. Riley takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Edward grabs a shovel. Aiden spears Claire in the abdomen. Oh, damn. Shaletsky throws a knife into Two Times' head. Guess even two lives won't save you from the sword fight in the heights champion. Robbie grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Chance severely injures Nooo, but puts them out of their misery. Zip and Guess 666. Zip and Guest 666 fight for a bag. Guest 666 gives up and retreats. Damn. Brother lost to a high schooler. Okay. Miss Circle, Aiden, John Doe, and Ryo Mizukina hunt for other tributes. Zip steals from Ruby while they aren't looking. I can already imagine that. Oh. Well, Blonde is dead. Fen spears Miss Savile in the abdomen. Riley defeats Shaletsky in a fight but spares their life. 1X and Robbie work together for the day. Princess Alice and Abbie. Abbie cannot catch a break. God damn. Guest 666 attacks Gojo Satoru, but Chance protects him, killing Guest 666. Oliver searches for a water source. Edward kills Miss Bloomy with a sickle. Riley. Oh. Damn. After all of that time fighting a literal demon, you just end yourself. Got it. Damn. 1X receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Edward, John Doe, and Miss Circle track down and kill Princess Alice. Oliver and Fen sleep in shifts. Aiden looks at the night sky. Chance thinks about winning. Chance looks at Shidlesky looks at the night sky. 17 people have died. The violence. John Doe and Oliver fight Aiden and Shaletsky. Aiden and Shaletsky survive. 1X diverts Edward's attention and runs away. Miss Favell practices her archery. Chance begs for Fen to kill them. They refuse, keeping Chance alive. 1X cries himself to sleep. Even the creation of hatred cannot handle the Hunger Games. Figures. Shaletsky. Oh. Miss Circle strangles Fen after engaging in a fistfight. Edward dies of dysentery. Chance quietly hums. Sadly, Oliver has died. Both of the people I wanted to live have died. Chance travels to higher ground. 1X and Miss Circle hunt for other tributes. 1X tends to their wounds. Miss Circle begs for Chance to kill her, but they refuse, keeping Miss Circle alive. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Chance stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before running away. 1X decapitates Miss Circle with a sword. Well, that is what he does. Chance severely slices 1X with a sword. Damn. The winner is Chance.
I'm not joking. 30 whole bags. And I was like, do you even, don't be wrong.
Chance really took a gamble and still won. figures, I guess.
I'll figure it
He is
out,
the
but, like,
gambler
I feel like
man.
you